Yeah, it was a tough game. Coach said coming in that they play hard, and that we got to learn how to win games like that, where it comes down to just defense. Some days you're not going to be making shots. So we're not going to have Hags hit 8 for 8 every night. So, I mean, just digging in, digging in our defense was the key to the win.
Yeah, I took, that one was a little quick. Yeah, yep.
Stan, a big second half. What was cooking for you?
It was just really getting into on defense first, and then rebounding. Coach said that my rebounding was the main difference, and just being more active and working harder before the catch, and just teammates found me and knocked down some shots.
How are you guys feeling 5 games into the season? Have things been clicking and gelling about as well as you guys expected to?
Yeah, Hawaii trip, went 3-0 out there, which is big. We beat Hawaii at their place, which is never easy. And really, yeah, kind of like you just mentioned, we've had a tough stretch. It's nice to pick up. I mean, these 2 wins at home were definitely must-wins because now we got a 4 road games in a row, and so those will definitely not be easy. But yeah, we're just grinding through, and that was definitely what tonight's game was like. Is definitely a grind defensively, and so we're feeling all right. And yeah, we're just going to get ready for this long road trip.
How did you like that trip to Hawaii? We haven't gotten to see you. I haven't gotten to see you since then. How was it out there? Good experience?
Yeah, really good. I think we went there for about seven total days. We got to see Pearl Harbor, and trips like that. This summer we didn't have the entire team here on campus, so trips like that are really great for some team bonding and working on the chemistry. And it's really important to play 3 games in 4 days because that's exactly what we do for the Summer League tournament. So yeah, overall it was a really, really great experience, and I know for most of us it was our first time out there.
Talked to our guys today in the team meeting, the film session. Second game back from the Hawaii trip. We haven't had a lot of time off and haven't had a lot of time to prepare. So I felt like it was going to be a grinded out game. And we're not going to go 16 to 23 from the 3 like we did the other night. And tonight we didn't shoot the ball very well, but that's, I talked to the guys about really good teams find ways to win different games, different ways to win. And tonight it was at the defensive end, toughness. We took charges, held them to 37% shooting. Didn't shoot the ball very well, but I thought Tyler Hagedorn on the boards was big. He had 14 rebounds. Stan Amude got in foul trouble in the first half, and he ended up with 6 rebounds in the second half, and every one of them was a in-crowd, grown man. Anybody could have got it, but he had 2 hands on it, and he wasn't letting them go. So I was really proud of the fact that we won a game without shooting the ball very well and without shooting the 3 very well. And I think part of that has to do with being a little bit tired, and our guys grinded it out. Yeah. He did. He did a great job early. We ran some stuff for him to get the ball to him. TP's really strong in the post. If you get somebody his size or a little bit smaller, it's hard for those guys to guard him. And he got off early, and we ran a few things for him to get the ball near the basket, and he finished.
365 days ago, you had lost to Air Force by 3 points in the Bahamas. Today you're 5-0. How are you feeling a year later?
Well, it's a totally different team. As we talked about, we lost 11 games last year by 7 points or less, and we didn't have Hagedorn. I think, and Stan was, we didn't even know who Stan was last year. He was just trying to figure out how to play, and now he is a marked man. And, I've talked to him about the fact, 1, they're going to go at him on the offensive end to try to get him out. 2, they're going to defenses are going to go at him. So it's just a completely different team. The seniors are, know the system and everything, and our staff knows our players, and I can't even remember last year. So.
Yeah, but you gotta, you're 5-0. You gotta feel good. Or, you got a nice road trip coming up to win these first 5 games.
Yes. We start out 3 in Hawaii, and then we come home for this quick 2-game stand. So. Couldn't ask for anything better to be 5-0. I knew the games in Hawaii would be tough, and we did win some close games there. now we got to go on the road for 4, and we have 7 of our first 9 games away from home, and so this is a big game for us because, after this game we're on the road for 4, and some really good opponents: Arkansas, Washington. Got to go to California. Cal Baptist is good at home. Northern Arizona is going to be ready for us, so it's going to be. We'll see where we're at in 4 games, but you couldn't ask for anything more to be 5-0 to start the season.
What stood out to you about this group through 5 games? Anything in particular jumping out to you?
I think it's funny because we played a close scrimmage and we couldn't shoot the ball. I think we made 1 3 in the first half, and then the second game Tristan didn't play. In the exhibition game, we didn't shoot the ball very well in that game, and then I was talking to the coaches about how we can't shoot the ball. I can't believe this team can't shoot the ball, and then we're leading the country in 3-point field goal percentage. It's not even close. And what Hags has done, from the 3. So that stood out a little bit. We've got to, I'm always looking for improvement. We've got to get our bench a little bit better. Ty Chisholm needs to keep coming along. Hunter Goodrick's done a great job as a freshman. Cruz Perot Hunt has been sick, but he needs to continue to get better. Brandon Armstrong hit 2 big threes tonight and took a charge. Simeon Jovic, if we get Matt Johns back, our bench does need to contribute a little bit more. But I'm just proud of the fact that we won a game, and I told them it's a toughness game, a grind it game, and we got to continue to do that. That's what really good teams do. They find ways to win, and I also told them that this team plays really hard. That team, they played 10, 11 guys. They keep bringing them in. They're well coached. We held them in 37. They're not. I wouldn't say they're overly skilled. They got a couple guys that can really shoot the ball, but they just play really hard. And he's got them guarding and defending and running around, and they do a great job.
With the bench and trying to get those guys along, is that one of those things you just have to bite the bullet and kind of throw them in the fire against some of these bigger teams, like in Arkansas coming up?
Yeah, and I think developing during practice too. Tristan's playing a lot of minutes. And we need Tristan, but he's been in the system, so he knows what to do. And Tristan doesn't need to be, and Cody don't need to be. They don't need to be out every possession in practice. We can bring Cruz in there and let him go against pressure and different things in practice where he gets better. But I think in games too, they're gonna have to play. We just need more minutes and a little bit more production off the bench. I think we'll get it, but we've got to figure out how to get it. And some of it will be practice, some will be games. And as I said, Tristan and Cody and those guys, they play a lot of minutes. They don't need to be in every drill and not every drill, but every possession in practice. They need to step out and help us coach those young guys too.
Ask the guys about it. How was the Hawaii trip for you? That experience, the whole thing.
I thought it was unbelievable. It's a once in a lifetime deal for a lot of kids and even our coaches. We had a luau that was a lot of fun, and the guys had a great time. To see that culture and to see the way people are there is they're so nice, and then to go to Pearl Harbor, that's a very humbling experience. And even we have a lot of foreign players, and they really didn't know much about Pearl Harbor. But then when we watched the movie, and then we went to the Arizona, and to see that, they understood what it meant. And so, as far as a trip, we stayed on the beach, beautiful hotel. Our meeting room was overlooking the ocean, right on the beach. Breakfast every morning in there for our guys. We won 3 games. We had great cultural experience. Stayed at a beautiful hotel. I'm not sure what else there is. Yeah, it was 85 and 75. 85 high and 75 low. One day, it got a little breezy. The wind got up to about 15 or 20 miles an hour, and for a while, yeah. Other than that, that was the only complaint.
Coach, you talked about the short turnarounds and not a lot of rest for your guys, and a relatively short turnaround going to Arkansas. What are you looking to do to get the guys prepared for that game on Friday?
Well, we're going to take tomorrow off, and then I haven't watched, just like I never watched the opponent, so I haven't watched any Arkansas. Now, Eric is one of my best friends in coaching. I know he's doing an unbelievable job. Nobody can score on him. They're holding teams to like 42 points. They only play 7 players, and I've got to watch the film. We do have 2 days, and then a shoot-around, but we have a day off, then 2 days. So our guys need to get rest. They're banged up a little bit, tired. And like I said, we haven't had a lot of time, and we'll practice Wednesday and Thursday before we leave. I'll watch film tonight, watch film tomorrow, and just get prepared. It's sometimes in these, once you get in the league, it's more of a, you have the time to prepare and, days. Sometimes preseason, it's games every other day, and sometimes your fundamentals slip a little bit, and you're not very good at certain things. We need some time in the gym to practice. I think 2 full days of practice after a day off will help us.